Midnight Show by the Killers. Thank you for the suggestion. This was a tough one, but we did it, so I appreciate it. And like I always say, first and foremost, getting our one instrument, the guitar here, to get the whole song. For this song, synths going on, a lot of layers. It's not going to be tit for tat 100% here. So just want to make that clear. Some spots are going to sound better than others. Some are going to sound a-okay. Having said that, this is tuned down a half step. This is an E flat tuning. So get your tuner out and just tune it down a half step to E flat. So that's what they're doing. In my mind, in my head, I'm gonna, and in my notes, I call out stuff like second fret of the D string, just because it's so encapsulated in my mind that this is always and forever the D string, but it's in our case, it's going to be D flat, or I'm just gonna hopefully remember to call out the fourth string. All right, I'm gonna go to my notes here. So for the intro concept is pretty much the chorus, but for the intro, it's not fully fleshed out yet, right? We haven't got to our first chorus. So I wouldn't recommend doing the chord progression that's in the chorus just yet. Intro is kind of its own thing. We have here a tab and a lot of stuff going on, and the shaping that's going to be up here for the tab that you see, it just, I don't know, it just seems too hard, really, to be honest with you. But these are the notes. And we're going to omit the C sharp because over here just couldn't find a good place for it. But nevertheless, I did find a good place pretty much for the intro here. Hopefully you can hear it a little bit. This is almost like a power chord song in a lot of places. So we're playing this with our index finger. It's going to be the second fret of the fourth string. We're going to bring our ring finger on the fourth fret of the third string, and then with our pinky, we're going to be playing the fifth fret of the third string. And then you saw me do something else. It's just going to be open of the third string. So really the intro is going to be something like this. So if we go back to our tab here, imagine just to look at that third string where it has 16, 16, 16. That's going to be our ring finger down on our fourth fret here. And then that 12 right there is going to be lifting off. All you want to do is these first, or you only want to do these two strings here, the third and the fourth. So that's our 12, and then we go back to our 16, which is really our 4, so put your ring down. And when that 17 comes at the end, just put your pinky down on the 5th fret there. So all together we have something like this. And that's going to be a lot of the song. It's going to be the intro that could be sounding the best for the intro, at least. So I'm going to just continue on here to the verse. Already long-winded, but there's a lot of chords that I just can't take the time to call out. But we have E minor right here. That's going to be a staple of the song here. I'm kind of playing it like this, like an E minor 7 with the B over the top. I know what you want. Doing a lot of upstrokes to kind of get that strumming pattern that they're kind of doing that we just can't really do when we're doing one instrument. So, I know what you want. I want to take you to midnight show tonight. You can keep a secret. I got a blanket in the backseat on my mind, and a little place that sits beneath the sky. So we have a lick there. We have bar chords of C and B minor. Then we go back to this E minor 7, which comes at the same time as the lick. So you can't do both. You can't do the lick and you can't do the chord at the same time. So you have to choose. Either do the chord or do the lick that we have here. 9, 9, 12, 8, 7, 8. And it goes back to the C, the hear her face to speak, but no one heard her cry. It's going to be your D, and that's going to be your chorus. Alright, so for the chorus, I played around with it. I did so many different things, but I think this is actually pretty good. I'm going to go back to open chords for the most part here, and I kind of recommend not really strumming too much, because that's when it starts to get muddled up and not sounding too great, because they're not doing this, but this is what we have to do what they're doing, if that's going to make any sense at all. Anyways, the chord progression is this. It's going to be E minor, drive faster, boy, B minor, just like A5, boy, to G to D. And the F sharp over the top sounds pretty nice in a lot of places that will call out, especially at the end of the bridge. But you could play around with it in the chorus if you want. But that's gonna be the chorus chords. Like the A5 one, it's just a power chord really. It's just this. But if you get these couple other strings, especially towards the end of where it's at, it's gonna sound okay. So one more time, drive faster. And then right before verse 2, you can grab these two notes. It's very fast, so it's kind of fast to get off of that chorus. And the guitar is going to be doing lead parts here. So this is it. It's going to be 13 and 12 on the second string. It's going to be that again. And then they go down to this 8. And they do that again. And then 8. And then they grab this 9 of the third string. Or if you don't want to do that, you can get away with the E minor 7 look that we're doing, because after that the rhythm starts up again and we're just in time, and that's verse 2. It's going to be the same as verse 1 into this pre-chorus, the same thing when it goes to the C, B minor, and then the E minor or the lick. Remember, you can't do both. And then the C, B minor, D, and then the chorus again. All right, again, try not to strum so much in the chorus. I know it might be a little tough, but hopefully you can pick up on what's going on here. So then after chorus 2, they go to the solo. So the solo chords are going to be the same as the chorus, and then more predominantly it sounds really nice with the F sharp over the top. But if you want to do the solo, here it is. And that's when I circled there the C note, and I kind of slowed down there. I just wanted to get it right. But that's the solo, and they kind of climb down here with that 10, the 7, and then that 8. That's gonna be your C note for that C, because that's gonna be the first chord of the bridge here. You can play it up here, but I like it down here. Because we have another lick that we can do down here. So we have C, a crashing tide can't hide a guilty girl. So again, you can either do the C to B to E minor, or you can do the lick. You can't do both for the E minor. So the lick's going to be, the notes are going to be right there, but it's going to be... I'm going to transpose it down a little bit to make it easier if you're going to do the open set over here. It's going to be 2 of the 5th string, kind of the same concept, right? 2 of the 5th string, 2 of the 4th string, a 4th of the 3rd string, and then 5th of the 4th string, and then 4 on the 4th string, and then back to 5 on the 4th string there. So again, you can't do both. At this point on the 3rd line here, I kind of recommend going away from the lick. It's kind of continuous, and they don't stop. They kind of I think they stop on this note at the end. It's kind of weird, so I just recommend doing the chords. On the 3rd line, it switches to the A5. And the of the stars in the atmosphere. It's building up, right? So I really like that F sharp. Into the midnight show. I wrote my notes here because we have the chorus chords E minor, B minor, A5, G, D 5 times after this bridge. I wrote in my notes get a little more power chordish on this B minor. I think this sounds a little bit better. So that could be 4 times. Oh, I promise we're almost done here. Kind of creeped up on me. The ending, the very, very ending with the synth is going to be this tab right here. You guys can do it. So pretty much it's going to be 3 times here, and then on the last time they go to that 8. So if I and then one more time. And you want to end on this note right here. The 8 of the 2nd string. Woo! We did it. Please subscribe if you haven't already, because no, I'm proud of this one. I had a lot of fun doing it. I like a good challenge, and this was really cool. So appreciate the suggestion, and you know, I love you guys. Just I gotta find the motivation to do stuff, and you guys with the song suggestions have been very helpful in finding that motivation for me. So thank you guys very much.